Right, Steve, so here we go. Are we recording?
Are we recording?
We are indeed recording.
Well, Steve, thank you very much for bringing this to me.
An absolute pleasure, and it's a delight to be invited to your home and to present to you our 44-inch studio scale Eagle Transporter, which I'm sure you're very, very familiar with. We're going to do a special unboxing now with Brian to show how the model is put together once it's taken out of the box.
Okay.
So here we go. You ready, Brian?
Yep.
Off comes the lid.
With the air pressure.
Yep.
Oh my God, look at the straps.
I know. It even comes with a display base.
Oh my God.
Look at this. How exciting does this get?
Oh,
Let's look at that.
brilliant. You really thought this through.
We didn't just throw this together.
No.
Right. The only difference with ours is that yours was a brass soldered frame.
Brass soldered frame.
Ours is solid welded steel,
Okay,
which is about 3 times as heavy,
but better for it.
but better for it. Yes, Brian, along with Nick Tate, kindly signed the plaques for this limited edition, which is one of 200. These are all sold out, by the way.
Are they?
Yes, indeed.
I wish you'd charge more for them now.
Well, right, we're going to put the leg pods in now, if I can read this without my glasses. Right, left. Rear left.
Rear right.
Yeah. Here we go. Right, this should all be coming back to you, Brian. It should all be rear left. That is that one, right. So do you want to? There's a little magnet on these as well, so they sort of just. Excellent.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep. And then if you take, it's going to be that one, isn't it?
Yep, front right.
Front right. There we go.
There we go.
The next thing we're going to do is put in the hidden away, the hand turned.
Nicely
What
machined.
Eagle could not have.
They're better than the originals.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that here first.
They are better than the originals.
Well, thank you for that, Brian.
Can we quote you on that,
We
Brian?
quote you on that
Of
one.
course. You've obviously done this quite a few times.
We have. We have indeed. I suppose you didn't have to give much thought to the actual taking them apart and putting them back together again, because once they were constructed
That
in
was
the
it.
studio, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Only when we needed to repair them.
And did they need repairing very often?
Not very
or-
often, no. Occasionally.
So for crash sequences and stuff in the show, you'd use.
Use them.
You just use the actual
yeah.
models. You wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
create a
No,
really.
No.
Gosh. But just goes to show how sturdy the original models
Oh
were.
yeah,
too.
absolutely. Space Models, I think, built the first one.
Right.
And I think the second, and then there was another guy, and I can't remember his name,
Right.
built the third one.
And was that from the first season, or was that
First season.
So from
We used
The
them again
beginning,
for
right.
the second season as well.
okay.
And that was one of the reasons that I didn't have any numbers or things on the craft, was that because there were so many eagles in
Of
the
course,
stories,
yeah.
we could shoot stuff and then use it in other episodes.
I think there was a loss of continuity on the internal sets of the cockpit
Oh,
as went on,
God.
because Alan would jump into Eagle 1, but the door inside on the set would be Eagle 3, and I think they just gave up in the end with the.
Well, Keith Wilson and I told him, showed him what it was going to be like,
Right.
but he turned it into the TARDIS because the inside was so much bigger than the original.
Right, yeah. It was always difficult from a model making point of view for anybody who wanted to build in a construction kit of an Eagle, because
Yeah.
it never.
The
it was
crew
completely
never
different.
fitted
Yeah,
in.
yeah, it was
No,
completely different thing.
Absolutely.
The bafflers here, these are quite good fun because they're actually magnetic.
Oh,
And they just snatch off your fingers. Like so.
so you stopped production on Teslas because of this? Have you taken all their neodymium?
We have indeed. Magnets are a great thing. There we go.
They're going with a satisfying click too.
Very
aren't they?
nice, yeah. Actually, just find the right location and. Ta-da. Right, so the pod, exactly the same principle as the original studio model.
Oh, right.
Didn't seem any need to change what worked. And also just for authenticity as well of the model. And that. Oh, it's not off a little bit more. There we go.
Excellent.
Look at that. There we go. The Gemini pilots and this we've replaced with slightly more detailed pilots because people are going to have them on display.
Absolutely.
So we've got,
Oh, that's excellent.
and you've got little. But we thought because customers are going to have these on display, we'll bring the pilots. It's that little bit more detailed
That's
than
really
the
good.
Gemini pilots. Because obviously the Gemini pilots you didn't see in the series during filming as such.
No,
In the original, that section detached from the main
Yeah,
frame. Yeah,
that's right.
Which made it easier.
We just pulled it straight out.
Yeah. Then the beak, which we now also has magnets, which is a very satisfying.
Oh, excellent. That's really good.
And
It gives me great pleasure.
well, I hope it gives you years of pleasure, Brian, and thank you so much for allowing us to come to your home and present you with this. And thank you very, very much for all your help and assistance and the signing of the plaques. Very, very much appreciated and a great honour to be here. Thank you.
Right, great.
And should we cut that? I need a cup of tea now.
Yeah, have a cup of tea.
Yeah.